Oh man, here we go again. So I guess the proverbial cat is out of the bag, folks. 2021 is off to a hot start, as another high-ranking official has stepped forward with information saying that aliens are real and they visited as recently as 2 years ago. According to Professor Abraham Loeb, or Loeb, I'm just going to refer to him as the professor, when the first sign of intelligent life visits us from space, it won't be a giant saucer hovering over New York. More likely, it will be an alien civilization's trash. So he believes that this object was trash from an alien species. Go figure. The professor, who is the chair of Harvard's Department of Astronomy, so he is a very high-ranking official at Harvard, believes he's already found some of that garbage. In his upcoming book, Extraterrestrial, the First Sign of Intelligent Life Beyond Earth, out January 26, the professor lays a compelling case for why an object that recently wandered into our solar system was not just another rock, but actually a piece of alien technology. The object in question traveled toward our solar system from the direction of Vega, a nearby star 25 light years away, and intercepted our solar system's orbital plane on September 6, 2017. The object was first spotted by an observatory in Hawaii containing the Panoramic Survey Telescope and Rapid Response System, the highest definition telescope on Earth. Oumuamua. I'm just going to call it the object, which is Hawaiian for roughly scout. It was relatively small at just about 100 yards long, but it was a big deal in the scientific community. For starters, it was the first interstellar object ever detected inside our solar system. Judging from the object's trajectory, astronomers concluded it was not bound by the sun's gravity. That's interesting, which suggested it was just traveling through. No crisp photos could be taken, but astronomers were able to train their telescopes on the object for 11 days, collecting reams of other data. So this was on the telescope for roughly a week and a half. They collected a lot of data on it. At first, scientists thought it was an ordinary comet, but the professor soon opened his mind to another possibility. It was not a comet, but a discarded tech from another alien civilization. A number of unusual properties about the object helped the professor make this conclusion. First was the dimensions of the object. They looked at the way that the object reflected sunlight. Its brightness varied tenfold every 8 hours, suggesting that was the amount of time it took for it to make a complete full rotation. Scientists concluded the object was at least 5 to 10 times longer than it was wide, sort of like the shape of a cigar. No naturally occurring space body we've ever seen has looked like it, or even close. This would make the object's geometry more extreme by at least a few times in aspect ratio, or its width to its height, than most extreme asteroids or comets that we have ever seen. What's more was the object was unusually bright. It was at least 10 times more reflective than typical solar system asteroids or comets. But the anomaly that really pushed the professor toward the ET hypothesis was the way that it moved. The excess push away from the sun, that was the thing that broke the camel's back. He calculated that with these and other anomalies, the chances that the object was some random comet was around 1 in quadrillion, leading him to believe his blockbuster hypothesis. But what was it exactly? As for its purpose, he isn't entirely sure. He speculated it could be space junk that once served as a space navigation buoy for a long ago civilization. He admits his theories have raised astronomers' eyebrows, but he is resolute about his findings. Some people do not want to discuss the possibility that there are other civilizations out there, he said to the Post. They believe we are special and unique. I think it's just a prejudice that should be abandoned. He also says it would put us in a perspective. If we are not alone, are we the smartest kids on the block? If there was a species that eliminated itself through war or changing the climate, we can get our act together and behave better. Instead, we are wasting our resources on Earth fighting each other and negative things that are a big waste. And I agree. I 100% agree. We can't even figure out if climate change is real, what resources we should not be depleting from the earth. We're burning down the rainforest every freaking day. We can't even decide who won the last election. How are we going to collectively agree if aliens are real or not? But there's evidence. I made a video about this 4 days ago saying that there's military evidence, video showing that these UFOs are real. And now we have a professor from Harvard who has a lot to lose by saying this. He makes upwards of 6 figures every year teaching astronomy at Harvard. You think he's just going to come out with a book saying, oh, aliens are real because of a cigar-shaped object, if he doesn't have evidence proving that it's extraterrestrial? It was observed by the highest definition telescope in the world in Hawaii. I think he has a lot of evidence backing his story. We're only 4 days into January, the first month of 2021, and we have people from Harvard coming out saying that aliens are real. Where are we going to be in 6 months? Are people from Yale or freaking, I don't know. It's crazy. 2021's already crazy for this kind of stuff. Let's hope we hear more stuff like this in 2021. I just think it's fascinating how much the narrative has changed around this. And that is it for today's video. Please hit that like button if you haven't already, and subscribe if you want to follow me on this journey I am taking. I plan on making videos 3 to 4 times a week. Some of it will be like this, newsworthy stuff that's not covered by the mainstream media, and also spiritual information kind of videos. And again, thank you for watching. You are appreciated. I hope you have a great rest of your day and an amazing year in 2021. Namaste.